You may have heard of Martin Luther King Jr., you may have heard of his I Have a Dream speech, but have you heard of his daughter? Well, we're going to talk about her today, but first, let me tell you a little bit about him. He was a Baptist minister and activist who became the most visible spokesperson and leader of the civil rights movement from 1955 until his death in 1968. He advanced civil rights for African Americans through nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience, which he learned from Mahatma Gandhi. King was one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement. He led marches, delivered speeches, met with government officials, and did everything he could to end racial segregation and discrimination in the U.S. His efforts resulted in major legislative victories, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. These laws outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, or national origin. They also made it illegal to deny someone the right to vote based on their race. One of his most famous speeches was his I Have a Dream speech. He spoke about his dream for the United States to be a better place for all people, regardless of race. He said that he dreamed of a time when his children would be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. His speech was a call for America to live up to its ideals of freedom and equality for all. It was a powerful call for justice and an end to racism. The impact of his work is still felt today. The civil rights movement that he helped to lead changed the course of history and made America a better place for all Americans. His dream of a more perfect union is a dream worth fighting for, and his legacy continues to inspire people around the world to this day. He was born on January 15th, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the son of Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. His father was a successful Baptist minister, and his mother was a civil rights activist. From an early age, he was involved in the church and the civil rights movement. As a teenager, he joined the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, or SC, which was an organization that worked to end racial segregation and discrimination in the South. He went to Morehouse College in Atlanta, where he studied theology. After graduating, he became a Baptist minister and began working with the SCLC in 1955. He became the pastor of a church in Montgomery, Alabama. That same year, he led the Montgomery Bus Boycott, which was a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. The boycott began after Rosa Parks, an African-American woman, refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white man. King led the Black community in a boycott of the bus system until the city agreed to desegregate its buses. This was the first major victory for the civil rights movement, and it put King on the national stage. Over the next decade, he led numerous other protests and demonstrations against segregation and discrimination. In 1963, he organized the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, where he delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. The speech was a call for an end to racism and a call for America to live up to its ideals of freedom and equality. It is considered one of the greatest speeches of the 20th century. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his work in the civil rights movement. He continued to fight for civil rights until his death in 1968. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee, where he had been supporting a sanitation workers' strike. His death sparked riots and civil unrest across the country. His legacy, however, lives on. His work helped to change the course of history and make America a better place for all Americans. His dream of a more perfect union is a dream worth fighting for. and his daughter continues his work to this day. If you want to learn more about his daughter and what she's doing today, stay tuned for more information. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep dreaming and keep working towards a better world. Thanks for watching.